The March 4th, 2013 pre-council meeting, Mayor Tom Girani presiding.
Krista?
Start with roll call. Mayor Girani.
Here.
Councilwoman Barber. Here. Councilman Fisher.
Here.
Councilman Girl.
Here.
Councilman Hug.
Here.
Councilman Morris.
Here.
Councilman Odekirk.
Here.
Councilwoman Coleman. Here. Councilman Turk.
Here. Before we start, as you may or may not know, people in the audience, I wasn't here at the last council meeting. I did review it, and there were some charges made against our police department at that meeting, and I've talked to Mayor Trafton, and I've been told so did Councilman Girl and Councilman Odekirk. I asked him to give a report. He cannot give it tonight. He's in Springfield, but he will be here tomorrow night to answer some of them accusations that have been made against the Joliet Police Department. Okay.
Okay. There was a request to move up several items on the agenda tonight. Under licenses and permit applications, Council Memo 100-13, approval of a carnival by North American Midway Entertainment Astro Amusement at Louis Joliet Mall, May 1st through May 5th, 2013.
Is there any questions on this? You want to? It speaks for itself.
I do have one question.
Sure.
This is for the police department, who, maybe Commander Brenton. Have there any other issues with the carnival when it's been in town? Have we had any arrests or any problems out there?
No,
Uh,
other than routine news use issues and minor.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions? For a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Krista?
It's been motioned and seconded to issue North American Midway Entertainment Astro Amusement a license to hold a carnival May 1st through 5th, 2013 at Louis Joliet Mall. Councilwoman Barber. Aye. Councilman Fisher.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Odekirk.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
No.
Mayor Girani.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, I think Jim Murphy has 2 liquor license matters that he'd like to be moved up, please.
Thank you. First is Council Memo 101-13. A hearing was held on February 6, 2013 for the issuance of a Class D liquor license for 1310 North Larkin Avenue. No one appeared in opposition. Class D allows for the sale of beer and wine only on the premises. The applicant is Dakota One LLC, doing business as Bonnie's. The partnership consists of Daniel F. and James T. McGarry, both of Chicago, and both standing behind me. They've named Patrick Silkatis of Joliet as their resident manager. There are no outstanding monies owed to the city. The license is recommended by the Building, Fire, and Police Departments. The Liquor Commissioner is also recommending approval.
Questions, comments?
Mayor?
Yes.
I had a brief conversation with the mayor just a few minutes ago, so I'll let him explain. The only issue that I wanted to explore was we're going to have a lot more of these licenses issued and attracting people in, and kind of give the mayor, I guess, a chance as liquor commissioner to let people know where we're headed with that we're not going to be saying yes to everyone.
My office made the decision a while back that if there is a bar in a strip mall and that bar wishes to have video poker, we're not going to allow any other video poker bars in that mall. We figure that that bar has been here and paid taxes here, so we are not going to give another license. It's going to be limited to areas where there's not another one near it. So far, we have 6 so far.
If that, not even
Okay.
that. There's 3 that have been approved.
Pardon me?
There's been 3
That have
Black
been
Hawk
approved and
restaurant
3 more
that have been
pending. But that's the position we've taken. So we're not going to be inundated with them. We are very particular on where they're going and who's going to operate them.
This particular one is located in the former Fannie Mae candy store over by Burlington Coat Factory. It's been empty for probably at least 2 years, I think.
Yes. So, okay. But thanks for your concern. Sure. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Krista?
It's been motioned and seconded to issue a Class D liquor license to Dakota One LLC, doing business as Bonnie's. Councilman Fisher.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Odekirk.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilwoman Barber.
Aye.
Mayor Girani.
Aye. Good
Motion
luck,
carried.
gentlemen.
Next is Council Memo 102-13. A hearing was held on May 21st, 2012 for the issuance of a Class B liquor license at 1220A South Richard Street. Class B allows for the sale of alcohol on the premises only. No one appeared in opposition. The applicant is Michael Carruthers, president and owner. Come on up, Michael. President and owner of the corporation doing business as Legends 2 Sports Bar. He is a resident of the city of Joliet. There are no outstanding monies owed to the city. The license is recommended by the building, fire, and police departments. The liquor commissioner is also recommending approval.
Thank you. Questions? I suggest maybe take a ride over there. Michael done a heck of a job over there. Really looks nice, put a lot of money in the place. And I think he's gonna do very well over there.
Mayor,
Krista? Yes.
Mayor, I also had the opportunity to kind of follow along Mike and his journey to put this facility together, and I was there last week, and it's an outstanding, very, very classy, well done, very nice bar restaurant, so congratulations.
Thank you. First of all, Mayor, I'd like to give thanks to God and for you, yourself, the city council, city managers, chief of police, the staff, everyone that made this vision, this dream come true for the east side of Joliet. Because without you guys, it wouldn't have been possible. Because ever since 1999, there was a law passed that would be no liquor licenses east of Rainier Avenue. So with you guys and your consideration and thoughtfulness, we can go on with the project and then some more. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, my family, the community. We thank you.
Thank you, Mike, and good luck.
Thank you.
Move to approve.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to issue a Class B liquor license to Michael Carruthers for the Legend 2 Sports Bar. Councilman Girl,
I vote aye and good luck, Mike.
Thank you.
Councilman Hug,
I had a chance to see it with Mike in the early stages and the enthusiasm he had with the chalk lines on the floor and the roughing in that was done. Mike, I didn't have a chance to stop in yet since it was finished, but I will, and I think it's a fantastic addition to that area of our town for someone to sit back, have a cocktail, and relax after a long day. So I vote aye.
Councilman Morris,
Congratulations, Mike. I vote aye.
Councilman Otterkirk,
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman,
Congratulations, I vote aye and can't wait to visit there.
Councilman Turk,
Aye.
Councilwoman Barber,
Aye.
Councilman Fisher,
Aye.
Mayor Girani.
Aye, good luck, Mike.
Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, if we go back to the top of the agenda, we'll have the approval of the minutes from the February 19th meeting for your review and consideration tomorrow. There'll be council committee reports. First business item for tomorrow's meeting will be council memo number 85-13, which is the annexation of 1.2 acres located at Leach and Eagle Street in Joliet. It's part of the Silver Cross Hospital campus. These are 6 parcels that Silver Cross had acquired through the years. The request is coming to consolidate everything in the city of Joliet and then replat the entire 44.6 acre site to make it ready for marketing and future development. Rod Tonelli and Mr. Brownlow are present on behalf of Silver Cross Hospital to answer any of your questions. This did go to the Plan Commission on, I believe it was February 21st, and the Plan Commission has recommended the approval of the annexation of the parcels and the replatting. Staff is recommending the same. There's been a request to take action on this today if you're ready to move forward with it.
I,
Oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I was just going to make a motion to approve.
For a second.
Second.
I'm wondering this, with this snowstorm that's coming, maybe we should act on as many of those as we can this evening, in case we do get snowed in.
Yeah, there are several items that we can handle this afternoon. We do have some matters scheduled for public hearing tomorrow night. That's the only problem,
Okay.
and that we've noticed it up for public hearing. So if you'd like, Mr. Mayor, we could do as much as possible this afternoon, and then just save what we have for tomorrow. And if there's a problem tomorrow, we can always
Schedule.
reschedule.
All right, thank you. Krista?
It's been motioned and seconded, said resolution was it be approved. Councilman Hug,
Just a clarification, Tom, too. This is going to certainly help market these properties now that they're actually going to be incorporated and have access to city services.
Yes.
Okay. Aye.
Councilman Morris,
Aye.
Councilman Otterkirk,
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman,
I'll have to abstain because I work for Silver Cross.
Councilman Turk,
Aye.
Councilwoman Barber, Councilman Fisher,
Aye.
Councilman Girl,
Aye.
Mayor Girani.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, next item is 86-13. It's an amendment to the Autobahn Country Club annexation agreement. It's actually adding some parcels that the club acquired through the, well, I'd say through the last year and a half or so. It's about 11.24 acres that'll be added to the footprint of the facility. Also, there's been a recent sale of part of their property from Autobahn to Centerpoint. There's a reclassification of that parcel. This has gone before the Plan Commission at its February 21st meeting for review. Plan Commission is recommending its approval. Staff is recommending the same. This is scheduled for a public hearing for tomorrow afternoon, so we will not be in a position to vote on it today, and we can just play it by ear for tomorrow night. And the next 5 items are public hearings on the creation of special service areas for 5 road reconstruction projects in the city of Joliet. One is on Cottage Place and Jasper Street. Second one, Council Memo 88-13, is for Hutchins Street. The third one is for Prairie Avenue between Western and Glenwood. Fourth one is for Miller Avenue between Second and Hickory Creek, and the fifth one is Young's between Jackson and Ohio Street. This is the process that we followed for many years as far as creating a special service area that would allow the city to charge a property owner's share to the adjacent property owners who will benefit from the road reconstruction project. All 5 collectively will raise about $30,000 for the $900,000 project that's before you with these 5 projects. As I mentioned, these are scheduled for public hearing tomorrow night. We'll see if, weather permitting, we'll see if we get any residents commenting on it. Otherwise, we'll be recommending approval of all 5 ordinances.
Thank you.
Next item is an ordinance declaring properties as public nuisance, 316-318 Pine Street, 105 Hobbs, and 129 Fourth Avenue. The pictures and a brief description of each parcel is attached for your review.
Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Questions? Krista?
In motion and seconded, said ordinance be adopted. Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Otterkirk?
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman?
Aye.
Councilman Turk?
Aye.
Councilwoman Barber? Councilman Fisher?
Aye.
Councilman Girl?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Mayor Girani.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next item is Council Memo number 95-13. It's regular payroll for February 15th, 2013. And I believe we placed that on file, right? Next item, 97-13, is an award of contract for the demolition of 4 North Michigan Avenue. This is the it's a industrial building that is just east of the proposed transportation center, south of Silver Cross Field. The city acquired it about a month ago. We opened up bids this morning for the demolition of the structure to make room for replacement parking for commuters on that parcel. The low bid is from NF Demolition. It's a company that Jack Foshee is affiliated with. The bid amount is $22,072, substantially below our estimate. Staff is recommending that we move forward with the award of contract to NF Demolition. It does include 26% participation for DBE contracting.
Tom, is this the building that's on the site where the parking deck's going to go?
It's actually just to the south of it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Questions? Motion?
Motion to approve?
Second? Krista?
It's been motion and seconded. Council Memo 97-13 be approved. Councilman Otterkirk?
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman?
Aye.
Councilman Turk?
Aye.
Councilwoman Barber?
Aye.
Councilman Fisher?
Aye.
Councilman Girl?
Aye.
Councilman Hug?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Mayor Girani.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Next item is Council Memo number 98-13, and that's a request for authorization to approve a payment for electric service to be extended to the Aux Sable Creek wastewater treatment plant. This is actually for a second feed into the plant. Back in the mid-2000s, when the plant was being constructed, it was anticipated that development would continue and we would have a second feed brought in from future development projects that would occur around the plant. Unfortunately, those projects didn't move forward, and it's now necessary for us to bring a second feed in there. We've had some problems where we've had power outages, and And obviously, we cannot operate the plant without having the second feed there in case of power outage from the primary feed. Commonwealth Edison has provided a fee of $466,906 for the city to pay for the second feed to be constructed. This would come from the Water and Sewer Fund. Staff is recommending its approval.
So moved.
Second?
Questions? Krista?
It's been motioned and seconded, Councilwoman 98-13 be approved. Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye. Aye.
Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilwoman Barber.
Aye.
Councilman Fisher.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Tom, I'm assuming that the 466,000 is non-negotiable, huh?
I think it's probably been negotiated to the point where that's our best deal.
Okay. Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Otterkirk.
Aye.
Mayor Durrani.
Aye.
Motion carried.
The next three items, 100-13, 101-13, 102-13, you've already taken action on. 103-13 is the appointment to a tree advisory board. Mr. Mayor, Karen Fonte, replacing Kevin
I
Eberhard.
should have a brief summary. She was suggested by Mrs. Rita Renwick. There was an opening, so it's my suggestion that we appoint her to the Tree Advisory Board.
I actually can speak to Karen. I work with her at the Forest Preserve, and she'll be a great addition to this committee.
I don't know her personally, so.
I agree with Councilman Girl. I've worked with her through the years. Karen will be an outstanding member of the Tree Advisory Board.
Okay.
I would so move.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded, Karen Fonte be appointed to the Tree Advisory Board. Councilman Turk.
Aye.
Councilwoman Barber. Aye. Councilman Fisher.
Aye.
Councilman Girl.
Aye.
Councilman Hug.
Aye.
Councilman Morris.
Aye.
Councilman Otterkirk.
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman.
Aye.
Mayor Durrani.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, we have a proclamation scheduled for tomorrow evening honoring President St. Joseph Medical Center for being listed in the top hospitals in the Chicago area. I'll contact the medical center tomorrow, see how the weather's going, and then if we decide to push it to the next meeting, I can pass that along.
Thank you.
And that concludes the agenda for the regular meeting. We have a citizen to be heard, Father Fred Radke with St. John the Baptist Catholic Church regarding the detention center.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. When I was sent here to Joliet 5 years ago by my superiors, I thought of Joliet as a prison town. When I arrived here, I was informed that Joliet was trying to lose that image. And now we are in the middle of debates about whether or not to build another prison. But first, allow me to tell you who I am and what I represent. I am a member of the Franciscan Order, a Roman Catholic priest, and the pastor of St. John the Baptist Catholic Church at Hickory and Division on the near west side. German immigrants who built the present-day church in 1867 founded that parish community in 1852. The parish served German, Polish, and Slovenian immigrants. The language that was spoken in that community was German until the time this country entered World War I. The Franciscan friars have served that community since 1877. A new immigrant community found its home at St. John's beginning in January of 1992, when the pastor at that time saw fit to offer Mass in Spanish, at first once a month, adding more as time went on. Presently, the parish has about 1,400 registered families, 86% of whom are Spanish-speaking, and I would venture to say that half of them are citizens of this country. They are immigrants from several different Latin American countries. We presently offer 4 Sunday Masses in Spanish. Our parish has, through its history, been the home of immigrants, and we are proud of that fact. I am addressing you out of this context, and I am seeking to enter the conversation regarding the building of an immigrant detention center here in Joliet. I am interested in the substance of the issue. I see three issues involved in the decision of whether the City of Joliet should allow the Corrections Corporation of America to build and run a 750-bed detention facility here in Joliet. First, the changing landscape of national comprehensive immigration reform is making such a detention facility very outdated, since there are likely to be so many less detained than there were. The state of Illinois has already approved a driver's license to people who are undocumented. 75% of those arrested are doing no other crime than driving without a license. That resource for detainees is ending. President Obama's recent executive order making it much easier for immigrants to return to their native country and come back to the United States in a short time indicates to me that one more resource for detainees is drying up. The Corrections Corporation of America has a terrible track record. This is my second point in this. As being a for-profit, anti-union organization which will run the detention center on a 20-year contract. There has to be a guarantee that the prison's beds will be 90% full. Herein lies a large threat to the Latinos, and I would like to add to the African Americans who reside here. They are the people easily targeted by profiling for arrests and detention for relatively small things. I have personally known of cases where a white person arrested for a given crime received a charge which was a misdemeanor. But for a Latino or African American committing the same crime, the charge was a felony. If the beds of a detention center need to be filled for the sake of profit, I suspect that many people will be arrested and charged, not on the basis of what they did, but on the basis of who they are. And I personally know one person who was arrested and was held in a detention center for deportation who is a U.S. citizen.
Father, we have a three-minute maximum,
Okay?
just so you
Okay.
know.
I wanted to go through the history of the CCA. I will omit that. Because I belong to the Roman Catholic Church, I also have to look for some kind of guidance regarding moral principles from the leadership of that church. And from my own reasoning, to make a profit on other people's unfortunate lives is blood money. I'm sorry, that's what it is. And so there are several points here I think that's going to end up, if you approve this, you're going to scar the fabric of our beloved community by forcing 42,000 Hispanic people to live in the shadow of fear. You will also shatter the well-being and common good of our community. Fear is not a productive environment. You will be saying that a relatively small number of minimum-paying jobs is more important than the well-being of 25% of the city's population, namely the 42,000 Hispanics. You will be saying, as you produce a small number of jobs by this, with the low wages that are usually given by this corporation, that it is more important than, one, peace of mind for the citizens, and two, the businesses which are currently kept going by people who will very likely be leaving the city. I want to explain this. Many people have come to Joliet because it was a place that they could live peacefully and productively. They have left behind places that were fearful and filled with violence. They will move again, and with them will go their economic gains for our community. Look at the Collins Street corridor and what these immigrants have done for a big section of Joliet. With them will go the creativity that they bring to build a better community. With them will go a large portion of the population of Joliet. Personally, I believe that the city of Joliet deserves much better than that, and I hope you do too. Finally, and this is not meant as a threat, you on the council who are not committed to voting against this proposition, remember Debbie Halverson? Because of the Latino vote, she won. Because of the Latino vote and her not doing what she promised, she lost. Remember Mitt Romney? Just the other day, he admitted he didn't do for the minorities what he should have done. And so with that, I just want to say thank you.
Mayor, I
Yes.
have a question of Father.
Yes.
Father, with all due respect, I just want to clarify something. This profiling that you said is going on and the person that you know, was that here in Joliet?
Yes,
It was?
yes,
Okay. Thank you.
welcome.
I suggest you give that name to Commander Brian over
Benton.
there. Give him the name Brian Benton and have him check into it, would you please?
I do not have that name with me,
Okay, so,
but I can get that.
please do, please do. Because
is
we had
that-
another accusation last meeting, and that's why the chief is going to be here to clarify that tomorrow night.
And was that the only one, Father? Or were there more
That's
than
the
one?
only one that I'm talking about here.
Yes.
No, I mean, do you know of more that happened in Joliet? I just want to know. I mean,
Not offhand, no.
Okay.
Okay,
all right,
Okay?
thank you.
all right.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, if we can go back to council memo number 95-13, that's the regular payroll for February
need
15,
to vote on that.
2013. It does require a vote, and if I could have Krista call the roll on the item, please.
So moved.
Second.
Krista?
It's been motioned and seconded, said regular payroll be approved. Councilwoman Barber?
Aye.
Councilman Fisher?
Aye.
Councilman Girl?
Aye.
Councilman Hugg?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Otterkirk?
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman?
Aye.
Councilman Turk?
Aye.
Mayor Durrani.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Motion to go on executive session?
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, one quick item, if I could, in anticipation, and again, I'm not trying to be Chicken Little here and worry about the snowstorm tomorrow. Our crews are ready to go. We'll have the streets cleared. It will take some time because we are shorthanded, but just in case, we decide that there's not a need for a meeting tomorrow night, the 6 public hearings that are scheduled for tomorrow night, we can deal with that in a notice of cancellation for tomorrow night's meeting and continue all 6 items until our next meeting, so we don't have the residents coming out if they want to come out on it. We'll get notice out through the local media and do our best to get the word spread. So if there's a call to cancel the meeting for tomorrow night, we'll be able to handle the public hearings at the next meeting on March 19th, I believe it is.
Very good. Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
So moved, Your Honor.
Second.
It's been motioned and seconded to go into closed session to discuss personnel, collective bargaining, land acquisition, or conveyance pending or threatened litigation, after which meeting will be adjourned. Councilman Fisher?
Aye.
Councilman Girl?
Aye.
Councilman Hugg?
Aye.
Councilman Morris?
Aye.
Councilman Otterkirk?
Aye.
Councilwoman Coleman?
Aye.
Councilman Turk?
Aye.
Councilwoman Barber?
Aye.
Mayor Durrani.
Aye.
I left that unlocked for you.